What's going on, YouTube? Long time no see. Figured I'd film a vlog today while I have my new camera. I was planning on running a few errands today, not doing a whole ton of shit, but I mean, I have a new camera, may as well try it out, you know. It's the Sony a5100, because I went to Warped Tour about 2 days ago, but I didn't want to bring my Canon 70D, because that is just way too expensive and way too big and bulky, and I'm very scared of dropping and or breaking it in the pit. So here we are with the Sony a5100, but I ended up buying it after the fact because I didn't get a chance to buy it before the show. So here we are. I'm gonna go to Best Buy and return a tablet I bought. Not a tablet in the sense that you think. It's a Wacom tablet. I just didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to. It has nice features, don't get me wrong, and I really like the pen. But you can also use the tablet as a trackpad, which I thought was actually pretty decent. I thought that was kind of cool. But the only problem I had with it was input times, because it's not wireless, and the input lag is about triple the amount that my mouse has. I mean, granted, I have a Razer DeathAdder Chroma, so the input lag is basically 0. I'd say 1 millisecond, just so I'm not multiplying 3 times 0, but you get what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna return it today because it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I didn't like the fact that every time you click the pen down, it would click on something. I don't know, just not really a big fan of that. I tried messing with the settings. I tried messing with the settings and everything like that for like 2 hours to make it to my liking, to try and get it how I would want it. And got to that point and ended up still not liking it. So I'm gonna end up returning it today, probably gonna get some other good stuff. And also another reason I bought this camera was actually for B-roll. I wanted a point-and-shoot camera. Point-and-shoot camera, I know it's not again. I know it's not a point-and-shoot. But I wanted a point-and-shoot style camera that I could bring with me to little events and stuff like that. Things I could film 1080p 60 FPS for like slow-mo stuff. And just get me started with vlogging as well. But second, I wanted it as like an actual B-roll camera because it's just nice to have different angles. And third, I don't want to bring my Canon 70D everywhere because shit's just very heavy and it's basically impossible to vlog with. I don't know how Casey Neistat did it for so long, to be completely honest with you. I tried filming like a pseudo vlog in my car the other day after leaving a park, and my arm got tired within 2 minutes. Like, I was just done. Guess I'm not leaving yet. Nick parked directly behind me and his girlfriend parked on the other side, so it's pretty much impossible for me to get out. So I'm doing something I probably shouldn't be doing, which is vlogging and driving, and also using my glasses, because I've never driven with sunglasses before. Hold up, this guy's waving me down. I guess something happened to his car. Alright, crisis averted. For some reason that dude was just like in the turn lane, didn't have his hazard lights on or anything like that, still just his turn signal. He was just standing outside of his car for whatever fucking reason and decided to wave me on to pass him. But anyway, this is kind of dangerous because I wear glasses. These are not prescription sunglasses, but I don't think it's really that bad, to be honest with you. I guess we'll see how it goes. But the errands that I need to run today are, I'm going to the bank to drop off some money to make my car payment, and we're going to Best Buy so that way I can return the tablet and possibly get a dash cam for my car, because like I said, I've for some reason have an issue with other drivers. I don't know, at least that's what I think I'm going to be getting. I know for a fact I'm at least going to be getting another battery for this camera, because Sonys are notorious for having like 30-second battery life. And just in my experience with messing around with a couple settings in the menus, not even necessarily recording or taking pictures or anything like that, just with the menus alone, that took about like 10% battery life in maybe 10-15 minutes. So I can only imagine what 60 FPS 1080p recording is going to do to it. I left the house at 100%, which is what you saw at the beginning of the vlog. I'm now currently probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles from my house after recording the cinematics and actually getting out of my driveway and everything like that. I'm currently at 88%, so 12% in roughly 10 minutes. So definitely going to be picking up another battery, if not two, and as well as possibly another lens if I don't want to get the dash cam. But I'm definitely going to pick up 1 to 2 more batteries and a charger, like a charging brick, because the lower end Sony models do not include it for some reason. I know the A7S Mark II does. I'm pretty sure the A6500 does. And yeah, so I just got to pick up a couple small things and I'll be back. Never fucking mind, I guess. Totally forgot banks would be closed on the 4th of July. So I guess we're skipping going to the bank and going straight to Best Buy if they're hopefully open. And some of you may be asking yourselves, why did I get the a5100 over an a6300 or an a6500? Especially coming from like a tech/gaming YouTuber standpoint. And to be honest with you, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, like I said before, I wanted kind of like a point and shoot camera that I could just bring wherever. Two, price point. This camera, I don't know if it was on sale or what, but it's $500, including the lens and everything like that, the kit lens. So $500 is way better than spending $1,200 for a vlogging camera. Three, I needed a very small, cheap B-roll camera just to get me started. Like this is basically my stepping stone right here, this camera. If I enjoyed vlogging, stuff like that, I don't know if I do or not yet. If you guys enjoy the vlogs, if I enjoy the vlogs, maybe I'll eventually upgrade the camera later down the line. But for what I'm doing right now, I don't really need all the bells and whistles. I mean, granted, I would love to have all the bells and whistles. I don't know who wouldn't. You can film 4K, you can film 120 FPS. But for right now, 60 FPS, good enough for me. At least till I figure out if I want to do this long term or if this is just going to be like a once and every now and again thing. Because if this is just every now and again, it really doesn't matter. This camera's fine and it's good enough. I also kind of wanted to start my tech channel back up. If you guys didn't know, Trev's Tech Talk, I was maybe in 9th grade latest. When I started that channel, I made 2 videos. They did okay. It was about like jailbreaking, stuff like that. But I wanted to start doing like reviews on things like keyboards, mice, just random electronics and little stuff like that. I'm not sure if you guys would enjoy that or not. I'm thinking about maybe even just recreating the channel just because I've been on such a long hiatus. But also another point as to why I got this camera as opposed to the a6500 that I was genuinely like, I was looking at both of them for probably like 15-20 minutes at Best Buy, just straight staring at them, like looking at them, comparing them. I'm a very detail-oriented person when it comes to things like that. And wow, nice way to cut me off. Okay. Anyway, I'm a very detailed-oriented person when it comes to buying things. I like to make sure I get the best value, best bang for my buck for everything I do. And of course, me being me, I love all the bells and whistles. I really wanted the a6500, and I had the money for it. But I just wanted, because my saying is buy nice or buy twice, which, I mean, you're going to have to do in the long term if you do end up doing this long term. But like I said before, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing long-term vlogging or anything like that. This is mostly just a test. As you can tell between the difference in frame rates, I'm recording in 60p and 24p. 60p for the nice slow-mos, and 24p just because I like the nice cinematic look, you know? Like, the cinematic look in vlogs is very underrated. I feel it's very underutilized, at least in the vlogs I've seen. A lot of them, they're just using point-and-shoot cameras. The flip-out screen, not super concerned about bokeh or anything like that, or depth of field. So, and another reason why I got this one as opposed to the a6500 as a vlogging camera is because if I wanted the 6500 as a vlogging setup, it would be way more expensive, because this by itself, right out of the box, it's a go-to vlogging camera. Has all the bells and whistles you would need except for like being able to record external mics. But aside from that, like, it has pretty much everything you would need. But if I wanted to go purely a6500 or a6300, it would be a much more expensive vlogging setup, let's just leave it at that, because I would want to buy an external monitor so I could see myself while I'm vlogging, like in Inferno or something like that, which is very, very expensive. I'm not saying it's not worth it, I'm just saying it's very expensive, and I don't have that kind of money right now. Also, if I were to go with the a6500, I would also really want to upgrade the audio game and everything like that. So I'd probably get either a shotgun mic or like a Rode Video Mic Pro or something like that, or Mic Go maybe even, like the little one. And I would need to invest in a cage to mount all the accessories and everything I would need onto it. And it would just be a very, very, very much more expensive. Like, I'm talking 6 times the price I paid for this camera, essentially. But of course, with that comes 120 FPS, recording for better slow-mos, you get 4K recording as well, and you can record in S-Log. There's just an infinite amount of reasons as to why the a6100 is better than the a5100. It's just that simple. An a6300 is geared more towards professionals and people who take their job seriously, and the a5100 is more so for people starting off or for people who are just looking to do things on the side like I am, kind of vlogging, whatever. Made it! I also just realized that this vlog may or may not be ruined because I forgot to have autofocus on, so hopefully I was in focus the whole time, because I've been fluctuating between manual and autofocus like since I've got this camera. So much so with video that I actually got I customized a button just to turn manual focus and autofocus on, because for some reason the A51 is lacking that, which, I mean, I guess it's a point and shoot. That's the target audience for it anyway. So I guess it makes sense, but it would be nice if there was actually a physical button, or even on the lens if there was a physical button that I could switch between manual and auto. That would have been nice. But until then, I'm probably going to keep forgetting to autofocus, so hopefully the vlog looks okay so far. I'm gonna go in Best Buy and return that shit. I'll be back. Alright, so I have good news and bad news. Good news is they let me return the tablet. Got $200 back from that I did not want to spend on that anyway. I did at the time, but there was a lot of input lag and just things I didn't like about it, which, I mean, you'd think spending $200 for something like that would be perfect, but my mouse has lower input lag than that, so I'd rather just stick to my mouse, at least for now anyway. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future, who knows. But the bad news, they had pretty much nothing Sony-wise, because the way I saw it was, if I'm returning $200 worth of stuff, I'll just rebuy $200 worth of stuff for my Sony camera. They don't have lenses, they don't have the battery I need. Aside, like, they have the official Sony one, but the official Sony ones are $60 and run out very quickly, and you can get aftermarket ones on Amazon for $12 that have almost double the battery life. So going to Amazon for that. They also had the little wall brick chargers, but those were overpriced as well. And they didn't have Nintendo Switches in stock, so they're just trying to have me not spend money, which I guess is a good thing, because I don't have a ton of it currently. But I'm gonna go get some food. I'm freaking starving. Can I get 2 of the loaded potato grillers and a chicken quesarito with the grilled chicken instead of shredded? Thank you. Have a good 4th. Nice shady spot. Alright, good has been retrieved. I'm gonna eat it, head home, probably start getting ready for work, and yeah. So I switched back to my other regular glasses because I may be uglier now, but I didn't feel safe driving my car with just sunglasses. That's more of like a walking around kind of thing. Anyway, if you've never had a loaded potato griller from Taco Bell, you are fucking missing out. It is bacon, cheese, potatoes, and sour cream. And that right there, that is that good. Pretty much every time I'm here, I get a grilled chicken quesarito. Like, you have to ask specifically to get the grilled chicken instead of the shredded. And then a couple loaded potato grillers, and that will fill you up very quickly. Would recommend. Literally the only problem I have with Taco Bell is not even their problem. My problem is that I'm like, you know what? I don't need a drink. I'm not a pussy. Who needs drinks, right? And then, like, halfway through my second burrito, I'm usually like, wow, it'd be really fucking nice if I had something to drink right now. So that's my problem. It happens literally every single time I go to Taco Bell. Touch me, taste me, tell me I'm not fading, tell me that I look just like a man. I fucking love Dance Gavin Dance, if you couldn't already tell. They're one of my absolute favorite bands. Their lyrics are just very abstract and very weird and just very different from everything else. Like, half the time John Mess doesn't make fucking sense, but I still love his music. I think that's his goal, pretty much. I'm gonna turn it down before I get a copyright strike. Dude, Dance Gavin Dance, everything about Dance Gavin Dance, they're probably my all-time favorite band. I mean, of course there are bands with like normal lyrics that I really like Beartooth and Hands Like Houses. I'm wearing Hands Like Houses shirt right now. Like, shit like that. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I heard there's thermal problems with this. I can kind of tell. But, oh well. I'm gonna end this vlog now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. My name is Trevor. As always, I'm out.